If you're not carrying a load, the proper way to go up a hill, especially if it's a steep hill with a Bobcat, is to go up backwards. This keeps the unit from flipping over backwards. It would be suicide to go up the other way. We're going to turn around and go down the other side. Notice how we keep the front end of the machine pointing towards the low side. So we're going to come up, well, a little high there. As we go down, we're just going to keep the front end over so we don't tip over. And again, like I said, it would be suicide to go down backwards. Let's try it with the Super Bobcat, and let's see how that makes out. Just park this one. And with a little camera magic, switch over to the other machine. We're going to put the wheels down, stabilizer wheels. Notice how the back wheels come up and the machine just pivots right around in a circle. It'll smooth it right out. You wouldn't do this with a regular Bobcat. But with the Super Bobcat, it just runs over the hill like it wasn't even there. You can go over forwards, you can go over backwards, and it's a very safe machine. We'll take this one over forwards, just so that you can see, and watch the wheels smoothing it out. So it just drives right over. We'll turn it around, do that one more time. And again, you can see the back wheels come right off the ground as it smoothens out the hill. You would not want to go down backwards, but we'll do it with the Super Bobcat just to show you there's no problem. One way or the other way makes no difference. This is a very safe and stable machine. In this example, we're just showing with an empty bucket how unstable a little Bobcat can be. And if it wasn't an experienced operator, when you lift that loader right to the top, you could easily flip the machine over backwards. And many people have done this. Notice also that the bucket, even though it's tipped all the way down, can only get to a certain point, and the load can't even come out of the bucket. This can be a very dangerous situation for a novice driver. Now let's try that again with Panny's Super Bobcat. Notice how the stability of the machine allows the bucket to go much higher. Notice also that it splits wide open so the entire load can fall out. But what you really want to pay attention to is how stable this machine is as it moves forwards and backwards. We're going to throw the loader right to the top. We're going to put everything back as far as we can, and then we'll move forward and backwards at a pretty good clip so that you can see it's very, very stable and there's no opportunity at all to flip over. Watch how this handles it. Nice and solid. Going nowhere. Very safe. Very safe, very effective. And because of the extra weight on the back, the load that it can carry is almost double at a height. The maneuverability of this machine is amazing, and I can't resist just playing around sometimes. I love it. Panny's Super Bobcat comes with 12-inch wide flotation tires that only carry 20 psi. This cushions the ride very nicely. Wheels is really nice for grading. The length of the entire unit from front to back is over 12 feet, and that makes leveling a real breeze. Notice how the machine stays perfectly level, and it allows to take the bumps right out of it. We can skim forward, we can skim backwards, we can cut forwards, we can cut backwards, but the machine stays 100% level. Now we're just back dragging. Now we'll do a little skimming. There's two knives behind the bucket that allow it to cut a very small amount if you choose to. Now we've got this screen attachment that hooks onto the front of the bucket, and it can go very low to the ground and can be pulled, or it can be shifted sideways to complete the job for laying sod or filling in your garden or just smoothing things out so that you can do a little landscaping. Notice the angle of the bottom of each bucket. The nice thing about the Panny Super Bobcat bucket is that it has a greater angle, allowing it to carry pipes, branches, trees, virtually anything you want to put on top of it. At least it can hold it. There are many different attachments for Panny's Super Bobcat. This particular one is a tine grapple attachment that's used for lifting debris, rocks, cement, concrete, different things like that. And it has dual cylinders on it, and it also has the Panny Super Bobcat has 5 different availabilities for different cylinders. So we not only can go up and down like we're doing now, but we can also open up there it is. And these are all individually controlled with the diverter switches that are on the Panny Super Bobcat. So there's many different attachments. This is just one of them that I did want to show you, and we can show you more later if you're interested. But let's put it to work and let's see how it works. So this is the draw in function. This is the open function. So we can go in and we can first go in, and then what we'll do is we'll close on it, and then we'll draw in whatever's there. So it's great for picking up rocks, boulders, different things like that, or just plain old debris, and it'll just cut right through it if you give it a chance. It also allows you to carry your load without losing the material at a very, very low elevation. If you would like to see more information on how you can turn your Bobcat into a Panny Super Bobcat, how easy it really is, whether they do it in kit form or we do it for you, give us a call at 519-996-0185. And thanks for watching. I couldn't resist this closing. I just love riding this machine. In 40 years of operating machines, this is definitely the most fun I've ever had on a machine in my life.